Welcome back to my channel, everyone. I'm Spider, and in this video we're going to first of all go over my team for week 3, and then we're going to have the battle. So this week we are going up against Charlie and the Watford Pokemon Club. We're 2-0 so far, which is really good, but also kind of lucky. We could very easily be 0-2 right now, so the record does not exactly reflect how we've been doing. So I want to make sure we try to get back on track and actually play well and prep well, pretty much. So we're hoping to do that here in week 3. You can see my opponent's team as well as my team. I'm actually going to make that a little smaller real quick. I don't want it to be. Okay, so you can see my draft along with his on the right. He's got Mew, which is really annoying. Tapu Fini, I think, is a phenomenal Pokemon. It actually resists my dual stab from Greninja and Infernape, which kind of sucks. So that's definitely going to make an appearance here. I definitely see Age Slash coming. I could see Stunfisk. So we gotta watch out for a few things. And obviously Mew's pretty much a lock in most situations. So first up, we have Stargark Greninja. It's been doing pretty well this season. I believe it has 5 kills already, which is pretty cool. And I believe 0. I don't think it's died yet, so it's definitely pretty up there in the leaderboard so far. So we're hoping to get more kills here. I'm running a physical set because Gunk Shot hits Tapu Fini really hard, and with that, Greninja or Tapu Fini is definitely the auto switch into Greninja on this team. So if it's a whittled a little bit, I can power up punch as he switches into Tapu Fini, and then I get a big Gunk Shot off. As long as it hits, we're doing a lot of damage with that. So if we do knock it out, we'll be at +1 attack, and that is definitely a set I don't think he sees coming. Of course, he does have the King Shield with the Age Slash, but if I predict that King Shield and I click like a Rock Slide or a Gunk Shot or a Power Up Punch, any of those 3 moves as he King Shields with his Age Slash, I won't get an attack drop, and then I can just Night Slash. So at +1, I don't know if that OHKOs him from full, because he'd still be in the defensive form, but it might force a switch, for example. So no water stab coverage here because basically the 4 moves I have deal with everything pretty well. The only 2 things is I guess Regirock and Stunfisk are the 2 that I don't really handle well, and I guess Hitmonchan, but those are all low tier things. And if he doesn't bring, I think that our last 2 games, it's just been like the top, like their first 6 picks, that's what they bring, So I wouldn't be entirely surprised if he brings Stunfisk or Regirock or Dragulge, but they're not the biggest threats to my team, so I think Rock Slide is really important for the pincer, and it hits Cinderace super effectively. If we're +1, I'm pretty sure it OHKOs. It hits Moltres better, which is really important. I always have the chance to flinch things, so yeah, that's the Greninja. Muscle Band just for a little bit of extra power. I don't want to go Life Orb because I don't want to be whittling myself down and putting myself in range of a pincer quick attack. So that is why essentially we have the Muscle Band there. I could go lefties, but again, I want a little bit more power, and that's what this gives me. So next up we have Choice Banded, Iron Fisting, Infernape with the Adamant. Oh, by the way, the speed is for a Cinderace speed creeping Lycanroc, because I want a little bit of HP, and I feel like it's worth it to run that. I don't see why he'd just run max speed Cinderace. He doesn't outspeed Greninja. He'll definitely, I don't know, he won't definitely speed creep for Lycanroc, but it's likely a possibility. In fact, I'm not even sure he might just speed creep Infernape, because Lycanroc can just Accelerock it for priority. But he might have Sucker Punch, so yeah, that's what that speed's for. This Infernape is outspeeding something for sure. I don't exactly know what. Potentially, you know what, I think it's definitely Adamant Pincer is what we are outspeeding here. Because the Jolly Pincer, I don't think not OHKOs with Quick Attack. I could be wrong on that. It also might just be a max speed Moltres that we're outspeeding, because he might do that to speed tie with a potential Roserade. So yeah, that's the possibility, I suppose. But the Infernape with the Choice Band, Adamant nature, we do a lot of damage to a lot of things. Now, if I lead, I'm probably gonna lead Infernape, and I don't have a U-turn on this, but I felt like it was necessary because Mach Punch is really nice in this matchup. Maybe if he's like an agility setup Moltres and I get it low enough, Iron Fist boosted, Adamant, Choice Banded, Mach Punch does a lot. It does a lot to Infernape. It does a lot to like a Regirock, maybe. I mean, I don't know why I wouldn't be clicking close combat in that case, but I do feel like the Mach Punch can have some use, some utility. So if I'm in with this thing, I'm rarely gonna click U-turn, because if I want to predict a switch, maybe against Mew it would be likely, but I think Mew, I just want to Flare Blitz. If I get a Thunder Punch off on the Finny, I'm in a great spot. If he leads Cinderace, he probably just goes hard Finny, scared of like a Scarfed Earthquake coming out there. And if he gets in Finny on that, he's in a great spot. But I can predict that. Click Thunder Punch. It is Iron Fist boosted, so it's going to be a 2 KO no matter what. It might. I don't know if it OHKOs. I don't think it ever OHKOs from full, but it definitely does a very large amount. And puts it in range of like anything pretty much. So that is the Infernape. I just think its dual stab plus Thunder Punch really runs through this team. I mean, even Dragology doesn't really want to deal with an Adamant Banded close combat. So yeah, that's good. Gives me a lot of power. Next up is Donphan. I felt like the defensive Donphan was a move here. He doesn't have the best removal, and seeing how he has Moltres and Regirock and like a Cinderace, I mean, he can't run Boots on Mega Pinsir, obviously. His only defogging is from Tapu Fini, Mew, and then he's got Rapid Spin Hitmonchan. So yeah, I think Donphan is just a great Pokemon to bring here in general. I think Edgequake does so much to this team. Hold on. Okay, yeah, I think basically I just Earthquake and Rock Slide everything on his team. Obviously, it's not doing much to Mew, but it's not doing much to Finny. But if they get low, and I can just freely Earthquake, I'm in a really good spot, because his only Earthquake resistances are going to be Gogoat, Pinsir, and Moltres. Pinsir and Moltres both get hit really hard with Rock Slide, so we're in a good spot there. And his spin blocker is Aegislash, so does he really want to bring Aegislash in on a Donphan? Potentially, like if he's weakness policy, that's bad for us. But yeah, we also have Stealth Rock, so as long as he doesn't bring Hitmonchan and we get the rocks up, we might not even have to Rapid Spin, because he can just defog and get rid of the hazards on my side anyway. So that would be lovely. I think hazards definitely hurt his team more than they hurt mine. So we'll see what happens there. It's also, I don't know if I said this already, but it's also just really nice. It's my best answer for like a Mega Pinsir or a Cinderace, or like a physical Aegislash. So yeah, that's that. And I don't do contact with Earthquake. I don't make contact, so King Shield doesn't really help him in this situation, which is really good. Next up is the little piggies. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the eject button, because it kind of screwed me over in one of my mocks. Basically, I was going up against a Cosmic Power Mew. He clicked Body Press, and it did like 75%, and then I got the eject button, so I couldn't Toxic it, which really sucked. So I don't know. It's a very specific situation, but the eject button only helps if he's not setting up with any of the, like, it's basically for the Dragolge, right? Because Dragolge doesn't set up, and if he wants to sub, I naturally outspeed him anyway, and by just a little bit, so he might speed quick, but I don't think he's sub Dragolge here, and because he can like Nasty Plot Moltres, he can set up obviously with Mew. He could definitely be a substitute or a Swords Dance, whatchamacallit, Aegislash. So I don't know. I don't know if the eject button is going to stay. It's really nice for the Dragolge, definitely. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. Wish, Toxic, Knockoff, Protect. Very standard, very self-explanatory. Again, it's just here for Moltres, Dragolge, and maybe a special Aegislash. Maybe a Calm Mind Mew. That's about it. I needed something for Dragolge, so that's what this is here for. It does that job probably the best on that team. I was heavily debating Roserade, but Roserade doesn't get Wish and doesn't get Regenerator, so that's what Audino is good for here. Next up is Zapdos. A little bit of a interesting, well, it's definitely interesting. It's a little bit of a different Zapdos here, obviously. We have Rain Dance, Thunder, Hurricane, and Roost with the Charty Berry. Charty Berry's mainly there for the Stone Edge from Pinsir, because he will outspeed me, and Stone Edge is a move it gets, and it's definitely going to run that. I mean, I think if Pinsir makes an appearance, I doubt he doesn't run Stone Edge, so Charty Berry will, if you don't know what it does, it is the super effective damage for rock-type attacks, so not only is it good for Pinsir, it's also good for like a Regirock if he brings it. It's good for like maybe a head-smashing Aegislash. It's good for, any rock-type move that like Mew wants to use. Obviously, heavy duty boots would be nice, but like I said earlier, I'm not really. I think hazards are worse for him than me. I do have a potential spinner, so I think the Charty Berry is useful there. So let's say I get a Rain Dance up. If I'm like in on Finny and he switches, he might go into Dragulge, which might suck. I don't know. He might go into maybe what is it called? Stunfisk, but I think Dual Stab is really good against this team. I might end up changing Roost to Weather Ball. I'm not sure yet because I don't really know what I Roost up on. Rain Dance is nice indirectly for Cinderace because if he tries to Pyro Ball me, it's going to be weakened obviously in the rain. And I'm modest, so I do a lot of damage to like everything on this team. And obviously these are very inaccurate moves, but in the rain they're 100% accurate. We get a 30% chance to paralyze here and a 30% chance to confuse. So this combo is really good for me, I think. And I want to try it out. I want to try out offensive Zapdos here. So last but not least, we have Lycanroc. Again, it's just good. I just feel like I haven't been using it very well lately. But hopefully, I mean, look, what does he do to a Lycanroc? His best answer is going to be Regirock and Stunfisk. I feel like one of those Pokemon come in this matchup. Replacing like a Moltres, for example. I don't know if Moltres comes, but yeah, I feel like one of those comes. If not, we're in a great spot. But basically, Lycanroc just kind of, it Stone Edges things. And if he wants to bring in like an Aegislash, I just click Crunch on that. I can close combat the Regirock mainly. That's what that's for. Because if he does bring that, I can't really do anything to it. Accelerock is so good against like Cinderace or Moltres or Pinsir because I can, if he close combats with or if he quick attacks with the Pinsir, I'll prioritize that and get the Accelerock off. I definitely need more priority on this team. So that is what this Pokemon does. If I can, like, let's say I keep the eject button on the whatever it is, the Audino. If I keep that and he like Dracos with the Dragulge and I bring in Husk, I basically have free reign to just crunch there. I probably, as the Aegislash comes in, maybe just Stone Edge depending on the how the game's going. I just play it safe. But yeah, this Pokemon is incredibly powerful, and hopefully we can get a kill or two with it, maybe more. We'll see what happens. But yeah, that is going to be the end of the team builder. I'm going to cut to the battle right here. Again, should be a live comm. And yeah, if I make any changes, I'll make sure to let you know before the battle starts. So yeah, that's it here, and I will see you in the battle. Okay, here we are in the battle, going up against Charlie. This one's going to be post-comm, obviously, and I'll get into that after the battle, I guess. But looking at what he brought, I can see the Cinderace, Stunfisk, Dragulge, Mew, Tapu Fini, and Aegislash. So he did not bring Mega Pinsir or Moltres, Galarian Moltres. He also didn't bring Hitmonchan, Go-Go, to Regirock. So Stunfisk is going to be annoying for sure since I don't have Water Stab on Greninja. And it's just in general pretty good against my team, to be honest. So I did change Audino to Leftovers at the end there. Just because I thought it was more going to be better than an eject button here. So I'll put it on slow, I suppose. No, I'll keep it on normal. I lead... Oh boy, what do I lead? I don't even remember. I think I lead Infernape. Yeah, I definitely lead Infernape because I'm expecting either Finny or Cinderace, or maybe even Stunfisk. That's fine with me. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and start the battle here. He actually leads Dragulge. I'm assuming just to get T-Spikes up, so I'm going to go into Audino. He resisted everything. I didn't have Earthquake there, so that's unfortunate. I clicked Knock Off, get rid of the Black Sludge, as he flip turns into Aegislash. This is an Aegislash set I was really not prepared for at all, and I should have been. It was a big mistake on my part. He goes for the sub, and he's not lefties. So he clicks Shadow Ball there as I Earthquake. And maybe if I had a little bit of speed on this thing, I would be able to outspeed, but I don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and fall to that Shadow Ball, and then he goes into the. I go into Audino as he King Shields. I click Knock Off, and obviously that does not work. He's gonna be able to sub. I don't really know what I was doing here. I just got off work, and I was just kind of trying to get this over with because it was really late. Obviously, I'm uploading this on like probably Tuesday, so we had to get the battle done. Anyway, I click wish as he actually just brings in the Dragolch, so I guess he didn't have like close combat or anything to really hit the Aldino there. I wish up and bring in Zafara as he just flip turns. I'm rain dancing here because I want him to be scared of the Weather Ball. I actually don't have Weather Ball, I have Roost, but it actually works here as I Hurricane as he brings in Dragolch, and then I click it again and knock out this Pokemon. So that's good. He brings in Meow, the Mew, and goes for the Cosmic Power. So he has a lot of speed on this thing because, you know, because he outsped me. I was max speed, so yeah, I do get the paralyzation. I actually didn't know that because I was skipping turns at this point. I get the paralyzation, but he's Lumberry, so it didn't end up mattering there. Just going to try to get a confusion off here, and that obviously does not work. And at this point, I'm just hoping he doesn't have body press, and he does. So that is going to knock out my Audino, and then I just crunch. That doesn't kill. He roosts, Flare Blitz at plus 2 defense. I'm not going to be able to kill him. And Night Slash, hoping for a crit. I don't get it, and I lose. So, yeah, 5-0 loss. This is a post-com because, to be quite honest with you, the live com was just, you know, me being annoyed at being bad at the game. So, I felt like that would just be kind of useless to upload there. And I guess, yeah, so I just left my computer, and this was like 2 days ago, and then I came back now with a refreshed kind of mindset, I guess. Yeah, this was a bad loss, obviously. You know, he didn't even have to use Cinderace or Tapu Fini. I've been in that position. I've been on the other side of it. I've done really well in games, and obviously I've done really poorly like this performance. So, not very good, but it is what it is. We take the L here in week 3. Next week we go up against not Stefan. He has the round overall first pick, like Dragapult and all that. So that'll be fun. I've already prepped for that. Hopefully that one goes better. And GG's to Charlie. He definitely. I mean, I face this team. If I face this kind of Mew in a mock, like literally this exact Mew, and I didn't do anything about it. I just assumed that I'd be able to Toxic it with Audino. Like I wouldn't let it get set up that much, but you know, it is what it is. It happens. And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.